Day one of the Cleveland Browns mandatory minicamp practice is officially in the books. With that being said, we have more news, notes, highlights, observations from another day here in Cleveland for Browns practice. Now, before we jump into the video and break down everything you need to know about the Cleveland Browns practice, who looked good, who's back at practice, who's not at mandatory minicamp, and remember, there are fines that come with not showing up. We're gonna break it all down in this video. Now, before we jump in, I need you guys to do me a big favor, and I'm gonna give a major shout out to all of the Browns media members out there who work so hard each and every single day getting these highlights out for us, kind of enabling us to make these videos. And to be honest with you, without them, these videos are not possible. So do me a favor, go follow them on Twitter. It is free, doesn't cost anything. Go check them out. You'll see their ats at the top left of your screen. Now, with that being said, let's actually dive into the video and talk about the biggest piece of news today. I mean, there was two big pieces of news, right? One, Amari Cooper is not at practice. So Amari Cooper is going to get fined. He is on the last year of his deal. Obviously, he is looking for a contract extension, and the Browns haven't gave it to him yet, which means he's not going to be here. Now, he will be fined. He probably should be here, but as of right now, he's not, right? Another piece of news, Jerry Jeudy, not at practice either. Now, I don't really know what Jerry Jeudy's excuse is. Maybe he has an excuse, and it is an excused absence. I'm not really too sure. But I'm pretty sure that he was not at practice today, wasn't in the side room, or I don't think he was on the side at all. Comment down below if you guys do know if he was there or not, but I don't think he was, right? Also, the biggest piece of news is of all of it, Deshaun Watson was at practice, obviously, but more importantly, did participate in 7-on-7 drills, which is huge because in OTAs, he did not throw too much, obviously getting that shoulder back up and running, trying to get fully healthy here. They're taking things slow, being conservative with them, but at the end of the day, the main thing to look at during mandatory minicamp was going to be his progress, right? And we've already seen progress from OTAs to now. He is now competing in 7-on-7s and actually looked really good. Had a couple of really nice throws to Elijah Moore, who is someone who is going to get a lot of reps, especially that Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy are not at practice, as well as some of the younger guys in terms of the Jabari Thrashes, the Cedric Tillmans, the David Bells. Those guys are going to be able to get a lot of work. And, today we actually did see a lot of big-time plays, a lot of big-time catches from those guys specifically, right? Cedric Tillman had a nice little catch. Elijah Moore caught a dart from Deshaun Watson. And David Njoku, Jordan Akins as well, definitely taking steps up in the right direction in terms of just their development and their chemistry in terms of, with Deshaun Watson at the quarterback position. Now, another thing to watch throughout the rest of mandatory minicamp is how they go about this kickoff rule change, right? Now, I don't think that they've implemented a strategy where they have a non-kicker take the kickoffs. We've seen that in a lot of other places, specifically in Kansas City with the Chiefs. Justin Reed kicking off, adds another tackler, adds some more strategy to what they're trying to do over there. So I'm interested to see how the Browns, who are a very solid special teams team, right? I'm curious to see what they do with this new kickoff rule. There's going to be a lot more strategy, and special teams players are going to be a lot more, valuable when it comes to special teams and kickoff, right? So definitely excited about that. I'm interested and intrigued by Ken Dorsey's offense and, what they're going to do in terms of getting their full receiving core back to the building. Obviously, it's not happening right now with Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, but man, I'm excited to see how they implement all of these guys into the offense. And I think Ken Dorsey is a guy who can really help, kind of kickstart Deshaun Watson once again and kind of get back to where he was a couple of years ago. I think this defensive line is another thing that stood out to me in terms of Brown practice today. Those guys look like they are hungry. Actually, before we get any further into the video, do me a favor and hit that like button just so we can get this video out to more Browns fans around the world. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering the Browns throughout the rest of the offseason. Now, that includes the rest of mandatory minicamp, training camp, preseason, regular season as well. Everything you need to know, we got you guys covered. And lastly, go follow my Twitch because we will be live stream reacting to some Browns games throughout the entirety of the season. If you want to follow my Twitch, it's in the description, or Matty Dubs with 3 S's. So make sure you guys join the family. And also, I did actually just get some breaking news as I'm recording this video. Jerry Jeudy is not practicing with the team, but he is on the side field, so he will not get or actually working inside the building. He will not get fined. He was at practice, just not able to practice with the team. So that actually is a major sigh of relief, right? He didn't want anything, bad happening with Jerry Jeudy. But the number one thing about the wide receiver room that's looked better this season is Elijah Moore, man. This dude's worked. You could tell this dude's a grinder. He wanted to improve this summer, and that looks like it's coming to fruition. His route running ability, his ability to catch through contact is something that's standing out to me early on in 7-on-7 drills. Also, for 11-on-11s, he didn't participate. He was taking first-team reps, but wasn't really going through the motion of throwing the football. Something definitely to take note on going forward. And now getting back to where we were going to talk about earlier, I kind of got off track, but the defensive line, dude, this might be one of the deepest defensive lines, and screw it, this might be one of the best defenses in all of football on paper-wise, right? And even statistically wise, they're nasty. But it's Darius Smith with Myles Garrett, but you also bring in, Shelby Harris, you have Dalvin Tomlinson, you have Quentin Jefferson, you bring in Mike Hall, you have Maurice Hurst, you have Siaka Ike. I mean, there are 6 guys just on the interior of the defensive line that I think are nasty. And you can see in practice, even in some of these highlights, the speed, the athleticism, the versatility, the dynamic of these 4 defensive linemen here are insane. And now you have guys who are going to be able to come off the bench and add insane depth. I mean, God, this is going to be so much fun. You even have, Ogbo coming off the bench, off the edge, and then Alex Wright coming off the edge, off the bench, right? So, man, it's going to be so exciting to see that. You bring in the Jordan Hickses and the Devin Bushes to kind of change the atmosphere of this linebacker core. I think they're a little bit better, but also still have the Joker and JOK. The secondary, the same thing, man. This might be the best secondary in football with Denzel Ward, Martin Emerson, Greg Newsome, and then you have Grant Delpit and Juan Thornhill. I mean, these guys look good almost every single practice. 7-on-7s, 11-on-11s today. The defense stood out a lot. And again, keep in mind, no Jerry Jeudy, no Amari Cooper. But man, this looks like it could be one of the best defenses in the NFL next season. So I'm so excited for them to ramp up, get these pads on, and see how guys continue to develop in terms of the Quentin Jeffersons, the Mike Halls, the new guys that they brought in this offseason. I want to see how these guys really start to fit in with this defensive line and how Deshaun Watson continues to develop and progress with that injury. And man, listen, if I'm being honest with you, I think the Browns have a chance to be the best team in this division going into this season. So, man, I'm pumped. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family. Deshaun Watson did come out and say, listen, feeling good. I'm comfortable with my shoulders at right now, and that is definitely something that you want to see. So make sure you guys join the family, turn on post notifications so you guys are notified every time we post a video, every time we cover the Cleveland Browns. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next Browns update, which should be really, really soon. All right, peace.
Oh,